Okay, this is going to be another overview video. I'm not going to go too in depth on how this is done, only because it's a lot going on, but it's something cool to see, kind of a little bit behind the scenes. This is a tailgating half sheet that I had built. Never really got anywhere, so you might have seen it pop up once or twice, but it never was actually put on a site to sell. Um, all the elements are gathered from different places and then put together here to build out this truck that looks like a tailgate party. Well, first thing I have going on is I have all of the um, football teams here in this variables data set. I won't go too in depth with this, but variables is kind of like a data merge, like if you did a mail merge in Word, when you would select a certain portion of text, and then that would be dynamically updated and linked to a spreadsheet or a data set, as they call it in Illustrator. So I have a data set of all the colors for, or at least the two main colors for all the football teams, all the NFL football teams. And as you can see them here, as you go down, you'll see each city, and then that city represents the colors for that. The cool thing about this is what I have set up is I've also linked the certain text inside of this graphic to be linked to the city name. So if I were to change, let's say to Houston, if I change Houston, you'll see on here, that Houston changes up top. So now it says Houston can't be beat. And then down here on the truck, it says Houston. Now, you might be wondering, well, these aren't the colors of Houston, and you are correct. In order for me to get the colors to change, I have to run this little script. So when I run the script, you'll see that in 1 second, the colors now change to Houston. So there they are. There's the red, white, and blue. And that happens for all of these. So if I go to Chicago, and then I'll hit play, and then you'll see that the colors will change. So what's happening in the background is that every one of these elements I set up so that that color change would happen. Each element has different colors assigned to it, and then those colors have what they call attributes assigned to them. Those attributes dictate which color it gets. So when this color comes in, these colors are also in a spreadsheet, which the hex codes. And once those colors come in, and tell the attribute, hey, change to this color, that's what happens. And the great thing about this is that once you have this set up, you can then run what they call a batch automation. And what that does is that then spits out all of these art files, print files, if you will, in their different colors with their certain names. So pretty slick. And I actually at one time had it. I think I changed it. Oh no, it even changes the name of the city on the license plate. So you see there's Cleveland, and if you scroll through this, it goes through all the things. And same thing once again. I'll hit play, and it'll change to the to Green Bay's colors, and there are the Green Bay colors for that. Super neat. A little complex to get going, but once it's set up, it really, really takes on a life of its own, because you then you can then speed this up, and the number of colors doesn't matter. I can have 10 colors. The only issue, as you increase the number of colors, you then have to build those color combos out inside of your spreadsheet. So right now in my spreadsheet, all that it says, it has the name of the city, and then it has color 1 and color 2, and that's it. And I had, like I said, you have to enter the hex codes for every one of those. I mean, it goes down to the detail of changing the color of the water bottle that's sitting on this dash. And for anyone that does, I'll change it to Kansas City. I'll hit play again. For anyone that does color changes, whether it be in Photoshop or Illustrator, you'll know how tedious it could be at times to get that type of detail. I mean, even the pom-poms, you see the pom-poms have different, the two colors inside of them. For me to do this by hand for every one of these teams would be a nightmare. But the cool part is it just happens. And it's weird that we've just been getting a couple teams that all have yellow in them. So let me go to New York. This should be white and green, I think, is what this one is. Let's see. Oh, there, black and green. There you go. Some of the teams that have like a prominent white, I would change it to black because the white was just too white. Let's see what Philadelphia looks like. There you go. Philadelphia's got some good colors there because it got the gray in there. But yeah, so you can see how helpful that could be. I wanted to give some people an overview of this because there has been some questions of how this is done. Like I said, this file took me a while to kind of get set up just because I made some edits to how I wanted the names to change on the side of the car, on the side of the truck, and how the colors laid out. But like I said, it's invaluable once it is set up, just the speed that you can edit these at. You can take a look over here in the, let me just move this actions panel out of the way, and I'll spin this open, and you'll now see kind of a lot that's going on inside of this file here. You can see there's just a lot of groups and a lot of stuff going on. And in here, I don't even think the truck. Oh yeah, the truck is spun down. This might be that's the back of the elements in the back of the truck. And the truck's down here. All the pieces to the truck are down here, and all the side panels and stuff. So if I were to start hiding stuff like the truck, for instance, if I just hide the truck by itself, you'll see that it's just these clumps of color that is allowing me to have these things edited and come out with these effects. So like I said, it was just an overview. Wanted you check this out and see how see that there are different things inside of Illustrator that can be done that people don't even realize is possible. It's not just a vector program. It is definitely has some power to it for like for this type of stuff, for data merge stuff and stuff that you can link to other spreadsheets and stuff like that. It's pretty good stuff. So if you want to dive deeper, I would say start learning about variables in Illustrator and then kind of go from there. There's a lot to learn.